Welcome back, trainers, and I have a little treat for you. Today we're going to be taking a look at Regice. It is going to have those nuke charge moves. We're going to be looking at Blizzard and Earthquake and Lock On that is basically doing no damage. We're going to be pairing it up with Shiny Giratina as well as the Shiny Regice itself. And then we do have Shadow Gramble. Yeah, we're going to go there. So I initially wanted to go 3 Shiny Legendaries, but it was a little bit too frail for the third one that I did pick. But anyways, what we have going on here is a pretty good team. And I had a lot of fun today. So if you do enjoy my videos, please give it a thumbs up. It always helps me out quite a bit. And with that said, let's see what we have going on here. So we're going to be going down by the Galarian Stunfisk. And the 2 Pokemon in the back are not going to really want to see it too much. So we're just going to go ahead and go in here with the Gramble. Charm is going to be resisted by the Stunfisk, but we're doing so much and we are up a shield here. It's okay if we can expend one, as well as farming it down. Seeing that that could have been their Fairy type protector from their team. Let's see what they have in the back. Coming in with a Alolan Ninetales. We're going to go straight for the close combat here. Getting that through. What you got in the back, it is going to be a Deoxys, which is doing super effective with its counter. Also, it's going to be doing super effective with the Rock Slide. We're going to go straight for the Nuke Move Blizzard here, and we're going to be landing it. Looking good. So the counters are doing super effective damage non-stab, but it's really not doing too much. They do not have Rock Slide. Looks like they're going to be going with Thunderbolt and I'm going to assume Psycho Boost. So we're going to go straight for the Earthquake now and getting a shield. Exactly. Having a little bit of lag. Gotta love it. Looks like they were trying to counter down, but they knew they were not going to make it, which they wouldn't have. And we're going to go ahead and let this Thunderbolt go through. In comes the Gramble, and we do resist the charm, or the charm. We do resist the counter, and we're going to be able to simply shield up the Psycho Boost. I thought they might have had another one, but we're able to take them out with a charm and take the win. Looking good. On to our next opponent. We're going to be met with a Roserade. Fantastic. But we do need to potentially look out for a Dazzling Gleam. So I was a little cautious on that. We do resist the poison as well as the Weather Ball Fire, so we're looking pretty good. They're going to be retreating with energy, swapping into a Ninetales that does have Powdered Snow, which is perfect for us in our Regice. Regice. There you go. Not Reggie. Reg. Ice. And so we're going to go ahead and build up a little bit of extra energy and go for the Earthquake here. And we are pretty tanky. Regice is nice. Did I enjoy it? Absolutely. Should I recommend it to you? If you have the candies, I mean, you could put the rare candies in, I suppose. It's not going to be the steepest investment because it is the Ultra League. So it's your choice. If you do enjoy the gameplay and its performance in this video here, I loved it. It's a very solid one, especially for the remix. It is ranked pretty high. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Giratina because, well, the Gramble doesn't want to see Poison Jab. They're going for a Leaf Storm. I had to shield up. You know, it could have been a Dazzling Gleam, so it's okay if we did use a shield there. But it's good to know that they do have both resisted moves for our Giratina. Going to go ahead and swap into our Gramble just to do some extra damage here. Absolutely not going to shield anything up. Going to let that Weather Ball go through. Now, what I was fearing is the fact that they could have farmed me up a little bit extra here and then hit us with a couple of those Leaf Storms. But I don't think we really need to worry about that since our Charm is still doing a lot of damage to that Poison typing. Gotta love it. And we are going to be shielding up this charge move here because a Leaf Storm is still going to put on some pretty good damage. And we're able to Shadow Claw down and take the win there. Looking good. This team did gain me quite a bit of points today, so let's go. We're met with a Chestnut, which is fantastic for us. We do resist the fighting and the grass, and they do have Vine Whip for the quick move, so the Smackdown is not there. That's neutral. They're swapping into an Ampharos, in which we are yet again going to be resisting their moves, unless they do have Dragon Pulse, so I was keeping that in mind. So we will be swapping out into the Regice here. Now we have to look out for Focus Blast, so they're going for a Thunder Punch here. And I would assume that they swapped into Ampharos because they did have Dragon Pulse, or maybe they wanted to give the illusion as if they did. So we're going to go ahead and go straight for the Earthquake here, obviously, right? Taking out that Ampharos. They don't want a double shield yet. And bringing in a Jellicent XL. Looking good. So we're going to go ahead and hit that Earthquake. And I'm in a pretty good position here. We're going to be getting that last shield. Well, we still have 2. Going to be able to go back in here with Giratina and put in some work and or Gramble to just, you know, put in that damage. Shadow Ball not taking us out. Able to get to another Earthquake Regice. Just putting in that work. This thing is awesome. And out of the Regi Trio, I think I like Regirock the best as far as its design and shiny, but Regice is also pretty cool. I mean, all 3 of them look pretty neat as their shiny form. Right, so we're in here with the Giratina and hitting us with a Bubble Beam, letting it go through, calling it correctly. Let's get it, holding on to that last shield. Going to be able to take out this Jellicent here, and we're going to be looking pretty good up against this Chestnut. Going to go ahead and let that charge move go through. Don't need to worry about that. Energy Ball, Vine Whip's really not doing too much. And we are going to actually let this go through as well. Because, well, we do have the Gramble. Simply going to go in here with that and take him out with Charm and looking good. On to our next opponent here. Let's see what we're going to be met with. And it is another Galarian Stunfisk. Sounds good to me because both of the Pokemon in the back don't really want to see it. Now, the Regice does have Earthquake. We do have a little bit of a defense mechanism as far as that is concerned, but we still need to kind of look out. So they're swapping into Gengar after we do get off our Shadow Ball. Retreating with some energy there, or no, not quite. So we're going to shield up that Shadow Punch, okay? And kind of start putting on the pressure here for this Gengar. I do believe we're going to swap into our Regice, which the lock-on is doing even less damage than it even is in the first place because, well, it's lock-on and it's also a ghost over there. So we're going to go straight for Earthquake, taking that Shadow Ball, no problem. I was fearing a Focus Blast. This thing is just a tank. Regice is amazing. I love it. Had a blast with it today. Coming back in here with the Galarian Stunfisk, we're going to let this Rock Slide go through. All right, it's going to take one more to take us out here. Now, do I want to shield and put on the pressure? No, we're going to go ahead and let this go through here. And just come back in with Giratina and figure out what we can do around that. I'm pretty sure once we get rid of that Galarian Stunfisk, we're good. They're swapping into a Mandibuzz. We're going to go ahead and bring in that Shadow Gramble. I know, this thing is disgusting. A Shadow Charm user XL as well. That's what this is. Not the best IVs around, but I don't care. All right, still does what it needs to do. IVs make such little difference in the grand scheme of things. They can definitely help you out, and having the ideal IV set for a specific Pokemon in each league is going to help you. But, you know, we're going to work with what we have. So the Charm is just doing a ton of damage, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going to be able to farm us all the way down. And I'm thinking, well, they can't get to 2 Earthquakes, so we'll just simply shield up this first one. They're not going to be able to get there. We get to Shadow Ball, and we're going to be able to take the win with the Giratina here. And we're looking just peachy key. All right, let's keep it going. Having a blast. On to our next opponent here. We're met with the Deoxys, and this is just fantastic. So we're going to stay here. They're swapping into a Typhlosion. And as a matter of fact, both of the Pokemon in the back do not want to see Fire-type Pokemon. So we're just going to go ahead and stay here and hold our ground. We're looking good. Gramble, Regice can handle Deoxys to some degree. Because Regice is so tanky and Gramble's Charm is so disgusting, as well as having a crunch, but taking a while to get there, we're going to be able to figure out what we need to do. So I just thought, you know, let's just stay here. Going to go for another Shadow Ball. If they want to double up, oh, they do. They want to double up on those shields. Sounds good to me. So I'm thinking, do I want to double up as well? Let's go ahead and do it. All right, so they got out that Blast Burn. We're going to build up a little bit of extra energy, but they go ahead and swap into Mandibuzz to catch this Shadow Ball, which is a good play to catch. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Gramble here and go ahead and just go to Charm City and take this thing out before it does too much damage. So they're going for Aerial Ace, doing a decent amount of chunk, I suppose. And we have our charge move ready with shields down. Sounds good. Shadow Gramble's locked and loaded, ready to go. And they're coming back in with Typhlosion. We're going to take that thing out because it's about to get to another Blast Burn here. That wasn't wasted energy. In comes Deoxys, and we're still in a pretty good position here. They're going to have to be forced to throw their energy, leaving them energy dry at this point, taking us out with Rock Slide. And I have no problem, like I said before, going up against the Deoxys with the Regice. So that's exactly what we're going to do here to preserve the health on the Giratina, because I knew they're going to get to this Rock Slide and take us out. And we're going to be able to tank through that here, even though it's super effective. Going to go straight for the Blizzard, which is going to be doing more damage, plus Stab. Not quite able to take them out, but that's perfectly fine. We're going to almost lock down them here, but unfortunately not able to actually do that. Psycho Boost, still not enough, and we actually do lock down. Okay, there you go. Regice putting in that stinking work up against XL Deoxys Defense 4. And we're met with a Shadow Snorlax up against our Giratina. This is an absolutely horrific matchup for us to be in here, but it's a good thing we do have that Dragon Pulse. So we're going to let that Body Slam go through because it's doing hardly any damage at all. Get off this Dragon Pulse and then retreat into Regice here. They're going to be instantly swapping into a Shadow Machamp. They were so ready for this here. They're like, nah, Poke, I'm not going to let you get away today. So we're getting a hard counter from the front in the swap. Don't think we're going to be able to pull this one through, but let's just see how it does play out. Going for the Earthquake and getting the first shield. So we can easily go Gramble or Giratina up against this matchup here, but I do believe we're going to go with the Giratina because we're going to be able to tank the Rock Slide a little bit better if we do decide to let it go through. But we're going to go ahead and shield up that first one, seeing that we still have both of our shields, building up a little bit of extra energy here because we knew they were not going to get to their charge move. Going for the Shadow Ball, taking them out. In comes the Snorlax, instantly swapping, and so do they into the Galvantula, and our Gramble is locked and loaded and ready to go. We're going to easily shield this up. It is a lunge, not very effective, but I do need to kind of win this matchup here to keep everything in order. In comes the last Pokemon, that's Snorlax. We're going to go straight for the Crunch because we don't want to lower our defense yet, even though they're going to get off a Body Slam here any second, and it's going to KO anyways, whether or not we went for Crunch or close combat. Bringing in the Giratina, and I'm getting a little nervous here. This is going to be pretty close. This is not going to KO. Can the Dragon Pulse take him out? And this is probably why, like we've discussed before, why you want to run with Dragon Pulse in the remix, and we're taking the win there with that bad lead and bad swap. Let's go! All right, into the next opponent. We're met with a Machamp, and this is a Chef's Kiss lead. Let's go. They're swapping into a Dragonite. We're going to go ahead and bring in that Gramble. Probably wanted to throw their phone at this point. We're going to easily let that Dragon Claw go through and charm them all the way down here. Going to come back in here with that Snorlax. And we are going to be going for Crunch because, again, I don't want to lower my defense, but it's kind of funny because, I mean, they're going to take us out nonetheless. But if we did go for close combat, they could have been a little bit more obligated to farm us down, which would have put us in a bad position. So we're going to just go for Crunch, enabling us to stay alive a little bit longer and forcing them to use another charge move here. And, well, we're looking pretty good. At this point, we could almost farm down with Giratina. As a matter of fact, we could almost farm down with Regice. Lock on. Do you think we can do it, folks? Am I gonna... I think I actually attempt to farm it all the way down. But they're going to swap here after... No, not swapping. We're going to swap because they lowered their defense. They got a Machamp in the back. GG's. Yeah, they couldn't swap because they knew that this exact situation would happen here. Getting off the Shadow Ball. Going to easily let this Rock Slide go through. Oh, or Cross Chop. Okay, never mind. They were not able to get there. In comes the Snorlax, and I think I flex a little bit. I just farm them down here. I just literally Shadow Claw them down. I mean, actually, this is not even a flex. I mean, because it's not, there's no point in going for Shadow Ball unless you have 2, and you can't even build up to 2. So, yeah, Shadow Claw down was the play, and we're met with a Gengar for the next match. In the beginning here with our Giratina. Is this good or bad? Well, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's kind of bad for both of us here. But who's going to be better for at the end? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. So Shadow Punch, looks like they didn't like it. So they're going to be swapping to do some heavy damage with that Dragon Tail before we do swap into our Gramble and absolutely delete that thing in a matter of seconds. In comes the Gengar, and we're going to let that Shadow Punch go through and charming down a Poison type. In comes the Machamp. Let's see how much damage we can do with Charm before we do go down. We're going to get off this Crunch just to burn a shield here. Fantastic. Last one gone. And, well, they've got an inch of health left. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Regice and farm down Lock On. Yes, I do that. I think we're going to be able to. I think I actually shield this up as well. Yep, okay, we're going to Lock On down just because we were feeling like that. Let's go. On to our next opponent here, folks. What it's going to be, we're met with a Giratina. We're met with a Stunfisk. So, we've seen this before. We know it's okay. We can let the Rock Slide go through, no problem. We can let the Earthquake go through, no problem. But this Giratina kind of needs to hold the line. We're getting a shield out of him right off the bat, so I do believe we're going to shield it right back. Calling the Earthquake. Good call. Good call. Kind of want to stay even here. I don't tend to usually shield up the Galarian Stunfisk right away like that because we can take those hits pretty easily here. But since they wanted to shield up first, well, we're going to go ahead and match them there. Going for the Earthquake. And now we're in a great position. We've got the Galarian Stunfisk low enough. As a matter of fact, we're getting to another charge move, which is even better. Great, we're going to be able to win the swap with a little bit of health, so they're going to gain some farm here, unfortunately. And we're not able to get to the Shadow Ball. That was pretty unfortunate. So I think we're going to go ahead and bring in the Regice. Just go for Earthquakes here. All right, this thing is a tank. We can take those Shadow Balls. Look at that. Look at the Shadow Ball. Are you kidding me? Hold on, let me get a better view at the CP of our opponent's Jellicent. Is that an XL complete? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So they're swapping into Machamp, and here comes the Gramble fun. You already know what it is. Do we want to shield this up? I'm going to go ahead and let it go. It's a Rock Slide, doing quite a bit of damage. That's okay. In comes the Jellicent, and charming down for the win. We still had that Regice in the back, taking the win. Into the next battle here, we're met with a Dragonite Shadow. This is horrible. We need to swap instantly. Going into Regice. And going to go ahead and go Blizzard. But what they did was swap here. And what I initially wanted to do was bait them, but they went into their Jellicent, so it worked out perfectly. Blizzard would have been not very effective. So they're probably like, you gotta be joking me. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go for another Earthquake here. Looking good. We already know we can take Shadow Ball like nothing. No problem. Oh yeah, just a little tickle here. Getting to another Earthquake before they get to their charge move. This thing with Lock On charges up fast, and both of the moves are nuke and moves, so it's pretty nice. Figured they were going to come in here and farm down with Dragonite. We're going to go ahead and bring in Gramble. They're instantly swapping into the Galarian Stunfisk, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Giratina. Now, if they know what's good for them, they need to start shielding up. Exactly. They need to hold the line with this Galarian Stunfisk and use both shields on it, because once the Gramble enters the arena, it's GG's if they're low health on the Galarian Stunfisk, because, well, the Gramble's just going to run right over the Dragonite, right? So we're not using any shields. We're just going to hold on. I think we shield up now, though. Yeah, because we need to get off another Shadow Ball. If we get that last shield, I think we're going to be okay. The quick move's not doing much. I don't think I'm going to double shield the Giratina here, because we're going to swap into Gramble. It's going to take us a minute to get to the crunch, so this was kind of a stupid play on my end, to be honest with you. And yeah, this is not this is not good. But you're going to see kind of a turn of events, and yeah, the reason why I maybe pull this win off here. So in comes Dragonite. Now watch this. Frustration. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Oh my goodness, you just battled somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. No, that's not the case. And oh, by the way, this battle here, I just wanted to show it because it was actually my 3,000 win, and I wasn't trying to flex or nothing, but they were like, nah, I'm good. So 3,000 win. So going back to what we were talking about, that frustration. So they went with that because I'm assuming they have Dragon Claw, which is not very effective. They just said, the hell with it. Let's just go frustration. And well, if they had like a Hurricane, yeah, I would have lost, but hey, we won. Anyways, we have the next battle, swapping into our Regice, and they're going to be bringing in the Excadrill here. So going for Earthquake, getting a shield, letting that first Rock Slide go through, which is doing a lot of damage. Excadrill is no joke when it comes to damage. Getting another one off here, and we're going to go for Earthquake again. If they want to double shield this, I'm not going to double shield the Regice. We're just going to let it go, because at this point, they're going to be able to outpace us. I was nervous to even get to that second Earthquake before they got to a Rock Slide. We're going to instantly swap into our Giratina, seeing that we had an okay lead here. Oh, no, actually, I think we had a bad lead. I was yapping. So anyways, we're going to get to the Shadow Ball, letting that Drill Run go through, holding on to our last shield, taking out the Excadrill without any shields left. And what are they going to come back in here with? It's going to be a Magnezone in the zone. Not particularly the best, but actually kind of okay. This is a Flash or a Mirror Shot, so we're easily going to let that go through. Going to go for the Shadow Ball and swap into our Gramble, take him out with Charm before they can do anything. Fantastic. And Machamp is in, and they put down their phone. All right, good game. Moving on to our next opponent. What are we going to be met with the Giratina? It's going to be a Snorlax, another bad lead. Okay, well, let's work around it. Going to go ahead and swap into Regice. Got to look out for Superpower, but they're going to be instantly swapping into their Sylveon. Actually, they gained a little bit of energy before swapping. And we're going straight for the Earthquake, figuring we're going to get a shield. And now we're going to go ahead and go Blizzard. If they want to double shield their Sylveon, by all means, be my guest. Okay, sounds good to me. You can do that. So, we are going to, I believe, shield up once and go for the Blizzard, do as much damage as we can before we go down. They're not going to really gain too much farm. It takes forever to even build up to a charge move with Sylveon, as well as that Charm quick move. Instantly swapping into our Gramble to take them out in this shieldless battle for them. And I wanted to start building up my energy at this point, seeing that they are shieldless. So we're going to go ahead and shield up this Body Slam. And getting to the crunch, oh my gosh, this was so upsetting. Are we going to survive this to get off the crunch? And we barely survive and get to the crunch. Let's go. Thank goodness. Giratina does not want to see that Snorlax. So we're going to go ahead and not quite take him out. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. Going to go ahead and bring in the Giratina and farm them all the way. But they're swapping. They said, nah. And they have a Giratina in the back, but it's a little too late for them. Shadow Ball and farm down. In comes Snorlax and farm down with Lock On. Let's go! Alright, into the next battle, folks. What are we going to see? It's a Deoxys. Alright, so you already know this is good. They're swapping into their Galarian Stunfisk. And, well, let's see how this works out here. Going for a Rock Slide. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake here. It's not really, it's super effective, but I mean, that's a good chunk of damage. We're okay. We're looking good. We're fine. Letting that Rock Slide go through. They're going to have to get off another one if they want to take us out. They're not able to beat us to it, so let's see if they want to shield up their Stunfisk here. Probably, yes, they do. They don't want to waste that energy. And we are going to let this go through because there's no way we're going to be able to get to another Earthquake, and it would be a waste of our shield. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Giratina. And Farm Down would have been great, but let's go ahead and take them out before they get off a charge move here. Preserve our health and our shields. Swapping into a Mandibuzz, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Granbull here, but they're instantly going to be bringing in their Deoxys. So, oof, how's this going to work out? We're going to go ahead and shield up this Rock Slide, which would have done a lot of damage, resisting the counter non-stab, so that's pretty good for us. Now, I figure the way I'm going to have to win this is double shield this thing, and then once the Mandibuzz comes in here, we got to go for the crunch to get the shield. This is a close combat. You better shield this up. All right, beautiful. And now we're getting to the close combats. So let's see how this works. Okay, it's doing some okay damage. Now, I wanted to swap. Unfortunately, this is a bad situation. But can Giratina, our boss dragon, handle this situation? Let's see. Going for a foul play. Oh boy, come on Giratina, can you do this? Can you KO with your Dragon Pulse? Take out this thick bird over here. And it's not quite taking him out. Couple more Shadow Claws and we take the win. Are you kidding me? That was a freaking jump up victory for me for sure. So next battle, we're met with a Skarmory XL. And I don't mind this at all. Ghost is going to be neutral. They're going to be neutral to us as well. But we're going to be doing a little bit more damage. Getting to our charge moves a little bit faster. Alright. And well, Regice, it doesn't mind going up against Skarmory. As far as Granbull, obviously that does not want to happen because it's Steel type over there. So we're going to be going for another Shadow Ball. Let's see, not quite taking them out. We haven't used a shield yet, so what we're going to do is shield this up and farm them down. They're going to be barely, almost able to get to another Sky Attack before we take them out. Beautiful. And they're coming in with the Snorlax, going for the Dragon Pulse to do about, I don't know. Yeah, about 40% of their health there, so that's pretty stinking good before we do go down. And what do we want to bring in? I think it's going to be the Granbull. Yeah, let's go ahead and just charm this thing away. As far as using our shield, we're going to go ahead and let this Body Slam go through because we're still going to be able to hold on here. They swap into Deoxys, and now I'm thinking, crap, now what do I do? But everything's still perfectly fine because, well, we still have Regice, and the thing is reliable as heck. So we're going to go ahead and bring that in while the shields are down for our opponent. And we have one left. We're still going to let this go through. Rock Slide, super effective, but really not too threatening. Not too threatening for the thick Ice Boy over here. So we are going to shield up that one because we're getting a little bit low. Building up energy, knowing that they're not going to get to a charge move here to take advantage of that. And not quite taking them out here, unfortunately. How is this going to play? Oh, boy. Getting to the Earthquake. This thing is Charge City. Not hitting all these bubbles. Just need to take it out really quick. And in comes the Snorlax. We swap into our Granbull and charm them out of existence before they get to a charge move. Let's get it. Into the next battle here, we're going to be met with a Dragalge. Okay, and this is bad. Dragon Tail. Oh, let's get the heck out of here. Swapping into Regice, and they're going to be going into a Ferrothorn. Now, well, super effective by the Steel. So we need to just keep taking all these mirror shots, unfortunately. But that's okay. At least we're going to be able to hit them pretty hard with Blizzard here. But they're going to be using a shield. So that's first shield there. Okay, sounds good to me. They're just going to keep flash canning us or mirror shotting us. I keep getting those two mixed up. Forgive me. And we're going to go for another Blizzard here. If they want to double up, then that sounds good to me. Giratina is not going to have any problems whatsoever going up against that thing at all. So we are going to be able to survive another one of these as well. The Bullet Seed's really not doing much, so we're looking pretty good. Unfortunately, we're not able to hit that, so now we're going to have to use a shield. If they want to double up and use both of their shields right now, that sounds perfectly fine to me. So we're going to go for that Earthquake. Let's see, and they're letting it go. Can we lock on down? Oh, that's just beautiful. It's so satisfying when that does happen. Can we get to an Earthquake? Nope, that's asking for a little bit much. So we're going to bring in Granbull easy. They're going to be swapping into their Jellicent. We already had a little bit of energy on the Giratina, and we're going to go right into that, and we're looking just beautiful. They're letting that go through, which kind of surprised me, and, well, that's going to be putting us in a pretty good position. Calling the Bubble Beam. So our attack has been dropped, and we take the win there. And we're looking good for this last set. We did get a 5-0, rising up in rank as we are getting a little bit more serious with our teams here. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, folks. And I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go and bringing you some more of these Go Battle League battles with some spicy picks. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!